I'll warm up here with the leg extensions. A few sets. Just starting with 45 pounds. Nothing crazy. Just gonna warm up the knees. And then we'll do these again later on, probably after a few exercises. We'll change the angle of the feet so they go inward, straight, and then outward, just to warm up the knees a little bit. Wait a second, we'll do another set here. Okay, same weight. Still feel those fibers rubbing on my hamstring when I pull my legs tight together and try to do a side pose with my hamstring, or if I just simply curl up the leg. So we'll be mindful when we do our hamstring exercises, especially the stiff leg deadlift. We'll do 2 more sets here. I might move up with weight a little bit. Vary with my feet angle. Don't want it to burn too much. We just want to warm up the muscle. I'll go back down a plate. 1 more set. All right, gonna set up the squat rack in the other room. All right, this is gonna be our 3rd feel set. I just started with the bar just to get some blood in there and get the tissue all nice and stretched out. Then 95 pounds, we did that for about 12 reps. And now we're using 135, just kind of playing things by ear because of my left hamstring there. So we'll see how that feels. And I got the 45-pound plate on the ground to assist since we're not using our squat shoes tonight. Okay. All right. That actually felt a lot better. So we'll jump to 185 next and probably do 10 to 12 reps of that. I think our heaviest set last time, we went to 245. I think I only got 6 reps. I think I'll go look back in my book, but we'll probably try to go to 255. See what these other sets feel like, and that'll determine how high we're gonna go. Probably do about 10 reps with this. I don't wanna do too many reps on the heavier set, because I don't want to be all spent by the time we get to that last one. So. Okay. Feels good. Whew. Got really strong. At 225 on here, we'll probably go to 8 reps and then see how this feels, and then probably try to go to 255, see what we can handle there. So it felt really good so far. If I feel confident in the weight, I can use more. I want to show the weights you're scared. Whew, that was heavy. We'll still go up though. All right, you got 255 on here now. Belt is nice and tight. I'd like to get 8, but let's just get to 5 first. I know this is going to be heavy. And so, all right, 1 rep at a time. Literally is an exercise that takes your breath away. Okay. Let's go. That was heavy. Okay. Ooh. I had to reposition that last rep there with the bar. That was tough. That's an exercise that the longer you wait, the more it squeezes the air out of you. So there's really no position of the exercise to really rest until you set it down. All right, now we're doing some normal squats. So like we did before, started with the bar, then I used 95 pounds for 12 reps, and I got 135 on here now. So probably not going to be able to go as heavy this time. Still use our belt and knee wraps. Probably use my belt on 185. And then once we get to 275, I'll start using my wraps at 275. Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll go to 185 next. Okay, probably do about 10 reps here. And also with these, I do the long range partials. really keep a lot of emphasis on the muscle that I'm trying to work. And yeah, it definitely makes it a lot harder. Okay, got 225 on here now. And then once I jump to 275, I'll use my knee wraps on there. Just for a little bit more stability. It is harder to get to parallel or below parallel with the knee wraps, but I'll let the weight take me down as far as I'm able to. This feels a little different now that this is my second exercise with a compound movement, not just like a leg extensions first. We just warmed up with the leg extensions. All right, let's go. Okay. Yeah. Oh. It actually felt good. Nervous system is kicking in. Got our knee wraps on and our belt. We'll slowly go into this because it always feels like a whole different movement when you have the knee wraps on, especially trying to hit parallel because there's so much more material trying to press together. Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll do one more. It's feeling heavy. Ooh. Felt heavy. We're not going to 315. Whew. All right, guys. We're gonna go into our hack squats now. And I'm gonna have my feet a lot lower in this platform. So as I angle away from the machine, I'll be able to get that much deeper. So yeah, like the way that Tom Platz would do them. So, all right, start warming things up here. And two, be mindful of your knees. If this doesn't feel good in your knees, you don't need to go that low. We're not going to be using a lot of weight tonight at all. Don't need to use a lot of weight with this exercise, with the position that we're in. Okay. That'd be our last set of those. All right, guys, back to the leg extensions. Now we're gonna start using some weight. All right, 75, go to 105. Set number 2, 105. All right. Okay, go to 150. We'll probably do a number of sets here to really warm up. Yeah. All right. Go to 195 now. All right. There's not a whole lot left here. Going down to featherweight now. Whew. There it is. Okay, 195. All right, so we're doing the squat machine here. Have the this platform set here because I'm too short for it. So gotta make up for it so I can get deeper. So legs are already pretty shot. So we'll still try to progress it with pyramid the weight up, progressively overload as much as we can. Legs can take it. The nervous system might be a little fried, but it's all worth it. And then once we're done with this, we'll start with the hamstring exercises. So left hamstring still feels a little sensitive. So probably just try to go a little lighter, get a lot of blood moving in that part of the muscle, even though we're already pumped up. I don't want to take any chances, and then we'll see what it feels like. We'll do the stiff leg deadlifts. I don't want to strain them too much. I love how deep I can get in this. Yeah. Throw another 45 on there. Don't know how many sets we're gonna do. All right, we got 3 wheels on here now. I try to get 8. It's starting to get heavy. Everything's fried. Two more. Just gonna start with some lying leg curls. Tried to do some stiff leg deadlifts, but just wasn't really feeling it. Back is pretty fatigued, so you want to get down low there, I start kind of shaking. So we'll save that for another day. For when I do like the normal, a lot of the core movements, we'll probably do that on there. So I'll start light with this, just to get the feel of it. Now we'll go up to 40 pounds. Okay. These actually feel pretty good, so we'll keep doing these, and then we'll do the seated leg curls. 55 on here now. Start moving up, but still play things by ear. Okay. 65. 80 pounds on here now. just gonna go a little slower with the eccentric, the negative. Yep. That's feeling pretty good. Still, I'm walking funny though. So I'm starting to superset calves with this too. Just since my calves tying into that area of the hamstring are a little sensitive. So we'll warm up with that too and see what that feels like. I already did about 20 reps with only 4 plates on there. So I'm pretty sensitive tying into there. So really hope that down the line I'm not going to end up injuring my hamstring. We got 6 plates on here now. Trying to do around 12 reps or so. Still trying to warm things up. This is my third set. Keep my feet nice close together. Okay. That was 7 plates. Oh, no, sorry, that was 6 plates. We'll go to 8. The next set. Still trying to stretch everything apart with the calves. They're all pretty tight. Yeah. Oh. I'll normally do a descending sets to failure here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Not today, not with the way stuff feels. So it's just me listening to the body and trying to be more careful. We'll do some seated leg curls over here, and I'll keep supersetting those with the standing calf raises. All right. Barely get my legs in here. There we go. This is really nice and lock you in really tight. All right. We'll go up again. Pounds. All right. Didn't really feel that heavy. This actually feels a lot easier on my hamstrings. A lot safer. I think it just doesn't stretch it so much when you're sitting upright like that. It's kind of reminds me if you've ever done donkey calf raises. When you're bent over like that, it's just like there's nowhere, it's like you can't really put I guess you could put a bend in your knee, but it stretches the calves so much different. And that's kind of what that feels like over there. Everything is just leaning over and like stretched apart. This here, you're seated, so it doesn't feel the same way. Your back's kind of upright. We'll do another set over here. Okay, 8 plates. Feeling good. 8. All right, we'll jump a little bit. We'll go to 11 plates now. Still try to work on the reps. Go to 120. And we'll do one more set here. This feels good. It's feeling like it's downhill now. Although the downhill muscles hurt too. Okay. This is a great exercise, but the only thing I don't like about it is that it really feels like your back can kind of like, I don't know, I might even start to wear my belt on these because it doesn't feel that secure versus like on the Smith machine over here. I mean, I guess I would use my belt on that too, but I just felt there's only like one position you get in, like here. It's probably the angle, I think. Because it's like you could angle yourself differently. Maybe that's what it is. Sometimes I might be a little forward, a little further back. Make it feel like the back is a little bit more in a vulnerable position. And so yeah, be really careful when you're doing these. Make sure you keep your core tight and flexed. Not crazy or anything like that. You don't need to feel like you're the whole time, but just stable. And so can never be too careful. And that's what this is all about. I know I've said it a million times. And like I was saying earlier, I think it's smart for longevity to be able to not only do reps, but to be able to use a little bit of weight, just so you're not just limber and things are flexible, but just so, what did they say, that it's each year beyond the age of like 35, I think, you lose like 1% of body mass a year. So if that's the case, I mean, good grief. You want to try to do what you can to not only retain size, but to try to build muscle. And as you get older, it becomes a lot harder, especially if you spent years building muscle. Like, I mean, say if someone's like 62 years old and they've never built muscle before, and they start trying to progressively overload and pyramid their sets and gradually get stronger, they're going to get stronger because you're still going to have newbie gains, and he's going to gain muscle. I mean, obviously a lot slower since he's a little bit older than if he had started in his late teens to early 20s or his, late 30s. And so you'll still have newbie gains like that, but if you've been lifting forever, maintaining and increasing body mass can be difficult. So trying to progressive overload and be safe. And even if you're using high reps, but you're gradually increasing the weight with high reps, you'll still build muscle that way. And cardiovascular wise, that's especially phenomenal for your heart. A different kind of It's probably honestly like HIIT training in that way. But yeah, really, really good for the heart, really good for longevity. But yeah, we just want to live as long as possible for the most part. Prevent body parts from falling off as long as possible. So at least that's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to be 38 in the next couple months, which is so weird to say. I mean, I graduated in 2006. So good grief, I've been in a high school now for 20 years. That's great. That was fast, really fast. So don't ever take it for granted. Someone told me, it says, hey, do you want to go back to 2006? I'd be like, no, 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 no. I am happily married now for 5 years. My wife and I have a beautiful baby little boy, over 5 months old. And he's a blessing. Even though he cries a lot, he's still a blessing. We love him. He's a cute kid. So, exciting times. Plus, too, started up the YouTube channel and the other social media platforms. It's exciting. I mean, now I get to document what I'm doing here and invite you guys along with my journey. And it's incredible. It's a blessing, not just for you, but for me, because I can also go back through and look at these videos too, versus I just have my workout logbooks, which are cool to look at. But to be able to have an actual video to go back, I'm like, hey, this is when I did such and such. Or look at, I used to have more hair back then. Although I don't really. I've had people comment before in my video shorts of my body transformation of dropping like 60 pounds. It's like, whoa, it's like, wow, look at the dude. It's like, I don't see anything different. He's just bald now. I'm like, thanks, guys. My tummy was just a little bit bigger back then. It's funny. It's all meant in good fun. So my hair started receding. That's why I started shaving my head. And plus, it's much easier. I can use a bar of soap on my head, and now no one makes fun of me for using soap to wash my hair since I don't have hair. So, but yeah, lots of good things. So, all right, let's go do one more exercise or one more set over here, and then we'll do our post-training cardio, and then we'll close out. All right. This is a really solid machine. It's Life Fitness. Really good. It's not new either. Barely get out of here. All right, well, I could probably do another set here, but we also have to do 15 more minutes in those stairs. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna hurt a little bit more than it did before we started the leg workout. So let me write this down and then we'll get going on the cardio. Welcome back, everyone. Really glad that you guys are here with me tonight. Whew. Man, this feels a lot different now than it did at the start of the workout. Feels like I've got an extra 100 pounds in my back. Whew. Feeling the gluten hamstring tie-ins right there for sure. Oh. Calves feel okay. We only did one exercise for them. That was good. I'm going to stretch all those fibers apart. Interesting doing calves at the end of the workout like that. It's like, you know, there's a lot of stabilizing that the calves do. It's a lot of work with all the leg stuff that we do. And so it's like they're tight. Tendons are tight. Calf muscle is pretty tight. Worked, and probably indirectly. And so nice to be able to do several sets there lighter, just to kind of stretch it all back apart. Stretch it apart and then push blood back into it. Whew. So yeah, good workout. Tough workout. I think we're pushing close to 2 hours there. And we started with four warm-up sets with the leg extensions. Not anything crazy with the weight. Then we did the front squats. Got up to 255 for 5 for that last set, which is pretty cool. 225 for 8, I think. And normal squats, we only went to 275. That was heavy. We got that for 8. I felt really heavy. I felt heavier than 315 as if we would have started with that weight or with that exercise. And then we did the Tom Platz hack squats. And so I see a lot of videos of people trying to do this and they just don't have any flexibility. And I mean, it's not their fault, you know, they try. They go as far as they can. And I'm pretty sure they're definitely getting really good growth out of it. But like when I see clips of Tom Platz when he would do them, seems like I'm kind of getting down to the same depth he was. And so, yeah, definitely a technique exercise where you're really not using any weight. I mean, I only used about 25 pounds on each side for that final set. And so, nothing crazy there. And then what do we do? Leg extensions. Several sets there. And then that squat machine. I really like that squat machine. With a platform that I stand on, I'm able to go as deep down as I possibly can. And sometimes even sitting in that bottom position can be good, stretching the tissue and get extra growth out of it, which is pretty cool. And then what else did we do? We did the lying leg curls and the seated leg curls. Those felt a lot better on my hamstrings, especially with the left one. So yeah, that was definitely good. Tried to play around a little bit with the stiff leg deadlifts, and this happened to me before when I do that, even if I'm not using a lot of weight. It's like the nervous system. When I try to get down deep and stretched, it's like my muscles start to kind of like shake. Even when I use dumbbells, this is my body telling me, it's like, hey, we're not doing this. It's too late. Do some other exercises that are easier. And so, yeah, I want to do a shout out for all you guys out there, my subscribers. We just passed 500. We're up to 515 subscribers today. And it's such a blessing. I just want to say thank you guys so much for following me. Hopefully I don't ramble too much on my videos. And so, really exciting. I'm going to push forward and try to get to 1,000. And then hopefully get the watch time up of our long form videos. So then we're fully monetized. And so, also, on my Amazon, the affiliates, I'm going to get more. It's on my link tree. If you do go to my YouTube page, you'll see my link tree underneath my picture. And when you press that, you'll see my other locations where I'm at, like Snapchat and TikTok. And so my Amazon affiliate is on there. So a neat, cool way to support the channel, that when you go to my link tree, press that, it'll take you to a page to where you'll see the list of my other platforms. And with the Amazon affiliate on there, if you press that, it'll take you to Amazon. And I think my chic wrist straps are the only things I have listed on there right now. We didn't expand our list on the link tree, the Amazon affiliates. But yeah, when you go to that link and through it, you don't even have to buy anything. You don't have to buy the wrist straps. Even if you go and you sign into your own account after you've gone through my link and you buy your normal stuff. It actually supports my channel. Gives me a small little tiny percentage, but it's cool. It's a neat way to be able to support the channel without you having to donate or do anything like that. I do have the buy me a coffee. It's basically it's like a tip jar, and that's also on my link tree if people actually wanted to donate to the channel, which is cool. But yeah, Amazon is great because you don't have to spend a dime on me. You just go do your own shopping, and it helps me out. So I don't want to be like one of those. I won't put that in there. But yeah, fun seeing the channel get bigger. It's humbling in a way. Because I'm like, I mean, I probably only know a couple hundred people. And on top of that, all of a sudden, there's 515 of subscribers on my channel, people commenting. Some I might never meet in real life. And I'm like, that's the cool thing about the internet, these platforms, to where we're so easily connected to one another, to where it's so easy to inspire people. The sad thing is also true about the opposite. There's a lot of people out there that like to put people down on platforms, just nasty comments. And I still think the majority of the people that do it, it's for attention. And even if you were to ask them that, you'd say, hey, you said something mean because you wanted attention. I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm like, it's like a lot of the times people indirectly do stuff like that, and they don't even realize that they like the attention. They know it's bothering someone else, that they're getting a reaction. So it's kind of like if you told a mean person, hey, you're a mean person, they'd probably tell you that they weren't because they wouldn't see it. So, but yeah, my platform is all about positivity. And because it's just, I mean, there's no reason to be negative. There's some of the other people that I watch that they put other people down. I mean, I can understand calling people out if someone said they were doing something and didn't. But when you're just deliberately mean to people, overly critical about their body weight, I mean, I think people have to be really careful with that too. Because I still have probably about 30 pounds to lose if I wanted to be really shredded. And some people would probably have nasty things like, oh, well, this other person's leaner than you. I'm like, true. You're also looking at the cream of the crop, the top percenters out there that are very gifted with their genetics. And a lot of them being really gifted with being able to eat a lot and stay a lot leaner than me. I just can't eat much, and I gain fat like very quickly. So I have to constantly make it a lifestyle, and not just, oh, I'm going to do cardio all day and eat nothing, because I'm like, that's not a sustainable lifestyle for me. Maybe some other people could do it. If I was competing in a show, I could probably grind and do that for a while. But I want to make this a lifestyle. And I've lost about 60 pounds, slowly doing it over 2 to 3 years. Lost the majority of the weight within the first 2 years and the last. And taking it to the next level, trying to get down to 190, and try to get down to 185. I'm trying to do it in like 5-pound increments. And so up a little bit today. Was 196 the last time we did the video. It was about 200 this morning. I had a decent amount of carbs before I went to bed, but still, there's been a few maintenance days in there, or maintaining. So, trying to dial things in. Just because if I misstep at all, I gain weight back really fast. I mean, I could easily, within a week, probably gain 10 pounds without barely doing anything, just from carbs and overeating, which for me, sadly, is not really overeating a lot. Other people look and say, man, that guy eats like a rabbit and he got heavy off of that? Looks like he's been eating everything in the buffet, including the plastic silverware. But that's just me. So I'm just being real with you guys, honest, that it's been some missteps. Well, make a mistake, you recalculate, and you see what you can do to structure yourself a little better so you can improve the next day. So for me, I don't buy candy, and I don't buy chips and those kind of goodies. And if I have heavy, super heavy whipping cream in the house, you know where it goes? And my coffee in the morning, there's a lot of those really good creamers that have like 35 calories in 1 tablespoon. And I'm like, I'm dumping it in. I'm like, what is there, 4 tablespoons in there? I'm like, I still got to add the sweetener to it. I don't use sugar, but I'm like, man, very easy to drink your calories. And I could have 2 of those in the morning. So heavy whipping cream. I love to cook. So when a recipe calls for milk, I'll grab the super heavy, thick whipping cream and put it in there because it makes it taste better. And so does butter. So, and then olive oil. I have to be careful with that too. Believe me, I wish I had a metabolism to where I had to eat a lot of food in order to gain weight. I would probably still complain then. If I was like one of those other guys that couldn't gain muscle, I'd probably be complaining that I couldn't gain any weight. Got to eat so much. Everyone's got different problems, huh? So, again, I just want to thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for coming along, tagging along, watching me work out. You guys have any questions, just put a comment down there, like the video. You comment and boost that algorithm, which is wonderful. And yeah, go to my link tree and look at my Amazon affiliate and look at my other social media accounts. We don't have Facebook on there yet, but we just started Facebook. We put our shorts on there too. And it's Adam Freeman Legacy 1, I believe. And so, all right, well, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.